Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky, and I'm going to dive right into rule number 2 of the 4 rules of communication. Rule number 2 is that we want to keep conversations current. In Ephesians 4:26, Paul says, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you're angry, and don't give the devil a foothold." Paul knew we all get angry from time to time. Notice he didn't say if you get angry, but rather when. The Amplified Bible translates this passage this way: "Do not let your wrath, your exasperation, your fury, or your indignation last until the sun goes down. Leave no room or foothold for the devil. Give him no opportunity." So anger is one of the emotions given to us by God, so it in itself is not sinful. Rather, it's how we behave, the things that we say and do when we're angry that move us into sin and certainly influence our communication. So here's a good question for you. If all of anger is not sinful, what's the difference between sinful anger and righteous anger? So you can read Ephesians 4:26 and see the dangers of sinful anger. And here's a hint. Jesus was a man without sin, but the Bible is very clear that there were many times that he was angry. You can read Matthew 21:12-12, Luke 19:45-46, and especially all of Matthew 23. And then you can think about the sinful anger versus righteous anger. Okay, because there is a difference between what is the intent behind that anger. Is it to get back at somebody from some story that you've created inside your mind? Or is this something that really is a violation of your rights, your birthright given to you by God? We sin in our anger when we go on the attack towards others for what they did or said against us personally. The proverb writer warns 16:32, "Better a man or woman than a warrior, a man or a woman who controls his anger than one who takes the city." Proverbs 25:28 reads, "Like a city whose walls are broken down is a man or a woman who lacks self-control." As we've seen, when our anger overwhelms us, we become vulnerable to more than just interpersonal conflicts. We become susceptible to being influenced by the real enemy, Satan. Failure to solve problems daily means we give him access to our emotions and our lives. And since he is the author of chaos that opens the way to bitterness, hatred, resentment in our hearts, and assigning blame and using the past as an excuse for sinful anger usually continues. One of the things that I usually help particularly younger people do is learn how to process their emotions more healthy ways. We have a whole workbook that I've created on mindfulness techniques, ways to control breath work, to help with anxiety, different exercises that you can do as well, and different trackers and behavior modification forms. And I have a lot of resources that I've created over the last 30 years that I want to be able to get into the hands of the parents, teachers, administrators, anybody who is interested in more holistic, biblically ordained ways of helping differently abled, different brained, different ways of thinking, be able to see things from a different perspective. Then please reach out to me, because I did create a 7 steps to getting on the same page blueprint, which helps people be able to have difficult conversations more easily, especially if you have people that are more avoidant to dealing with the realities of their situation. I've got a lot of experience with that, and I'm willing to guide you. If that is something that you would like, go ahead and subscribe to the station, follow me, give me a comment down below so that way I can get to know you, and please reach out, and I will talk with you soon. I look forward to talking in the next video. Have a great day.